Well, everybody, today we're here with the lovely and talented Eva LaRue in her home. Thank you for having us in your home.
Thank you for coming over.
How did you decide to get into the entertainment business?
I don't think I really decided. I was about 7 when I got into the entertainment business, and my mom, I had done like a little beauty pageant when I was about 6, and I booked my first commercial when I was 7.
So did you like it right off the bat? You know, you're only 7. I mean,
yeah, I loved it. I knew I was the one that at 3 and 4 was always trying to put on a show with all my little friends in the neighborhood.
Well, I know that carried on in your career because you've done a lot of different things in your career.
I think the highlights of my career, probably All My Children.
Yeah,
which I loved, and that was the first time I ever lived out of state. Obviously, CSI Miami.
Sure.
It's another big highlight. But you know, one of the more fun things that I ever did before either of those was the new Candid Camera with Dom DeLuise.
Yeah,
and I was a host.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was really fun. Before America's Funniest Home Videos. Before.
Now, you know, working on soap operas is kind of challenging because you have a new script every day.
Yeah.
How was that to do?
It's great because you get a chance to really sink your teeth into a large quantity of work, and it's all emotional work. So it's kind of what you get into the business to do when you're first starting in the business. It's a fantastic training ground. Now that I haven't been doing it for so long, I have to say you miss that big emotional character arc. You miss that big emotional arc that you get to take and flesh out every day.
So what's on the agenda for you now? What are you working on?
I just wrapped a Christmas movie called Help for the Holidays that was really, really fun to do. And that's going to be airing on Hallmark Channel in December.
They do some good, I know the Hallmark shows are really nice. I love those.
And the Christmas ones are fun because I've got a 10-year-old daughter, and we're all about the Christmas movies.
Hi, welcome to Holly Days. Can I help you?
You're Sarah Van Camp.
Yes, I am.
I'm Christine Prancer. We have an appointment.
Prancer? Really?
Well, you were recently up in Canada on a shopping network.
Yes.
And
that's where
I guess that was kind of fun, huh?
It was really fun. That was the first place I launched, was the shopping channel in Canada. When I was starting to put together my sketches and I was starting to design about 1.5 years ago, almost 2 years ago, there were so many things that I loved. I loved really high-end things. I loved really funky fashion-forward things. I loved rocker-style things. I loved all these different styles.
Child of the 80s.
What am I going to do? Exactly. I thought, well, how am I going to hone this collection to be, what is it that means the most to me? Because it's the pieces that say something to me or mean something to me. So one of the main parts of the line that I designed was based on my daughter, because when she was little and my husband and I first got divorced, and she was going to be first going to her dad's house on the weekends, which is a really rough time because it's usually the first time you're ever going to be apart from your kids as a mom. My aunt Lori gave my daughter and I both these matching necklaces. They were these cheesy little cheap crystal necklaces. It was a little moon and a little star attached to it, dangling from the moon. And she said, now, no matter what, because moons and stars are always together and they're never separated, and you're always, wherever you both are in the world, you're always looking up at the same moon, so you're never far apart. And so you should always wear your necklaces when you are apart. So we did, and I ended up now, 10 years later, I thought I have to design jewelry around that concept.
That's right. Speaking of inspiration and things from the heart, you are doing some really good work with the Beckstrand Foundation.
It does something very unique that I think a lot of cancer organizations don't do. This takes care of the daily, day-to-day needs of somebody who's struggling for their life. If you're single, and even if you have medical insurance, you have to quit your job, or you can't work for the 6 months you're going through chemo and radiation. Absolutely. Who's paying your rent?
Right.
Who's paying for your gas? Who's getting you to and from the hospital?
Right.
There's just no money. So Beckstrand comes in and pays for all of that during treatment. Whatever way you may need help, they're there to help you.
I'm glad you're doing this great work, and best of luck to you. It's just amazing, and I love when people that have the celebrity and have all the notoriety get behind things like this, and it really makes a difference in our world.
I feel like if you don't put money in your karma bank, when it comes time to withdraw, which we all have to at some point in our life, there won't be any.
Thanks for spending time with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming over.
In your gorgeous home. And thanks for doing all the good work you're doing, because it's amazing, not only with your jewelry, with the Beckstrand Foundation, and just generally being a great person with a great vibe. I mean, I appreciate that so much.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're wonderful. And thank you, everyone, for being with us. And until next time, just remember to
Enjoy.